Your Excellency, Mr. President, Honourable Minister and members of the Flagstaff team, thank you very much for this kind invitation. Director of Protocol also. It's a very sad moment. We've come to bid farewell. It's part of the life and fate of diplomats that you live very intensely in a country for a period of a few years, and then suddenly it's all over and you have to go and start all over again somewhere else. But it means that in the case of someone like me with 30 years in the diplomatic service, I'm very privileged and lucky to have had a series of amazing chapters in my life in different countries. And this chapter in Ghana has been extremely special. I note on departing that our relations between your government, Mr. President, and ours are exceptionally close, with cooperation in so many areas, many of which are not public knowledge necessarily, but are very valuable to both countries. It's been my privilege and honor to travel extensively around Ghana, and I've often said, Mr. President, that I think one mistake many diplomats make in many places is they sit in the capital city and they don't travel around the countries they're in. But it's by traveling that you really know and learn about the society and the people and the culture. And it's been our great privilege to do that with a number of wonderful visits, for example, to Mole National Park recently, along the coast to the Volta region, many times to Kumasi, and it's been an experience we will treasure. And our little boy, who is 4 and therefore was 1.5 when he arrived here and doesn't remember his life before then, thinks he's Ghanaian and thinks he's from Ghana when you ask him. So we'll retain the fondest of fond memories of this wonderful country with its gregarious and welcoming and hospitable people. And we leave with great sadness, but also thankfulness for having had this experience. And we will, my wife and I will always hold the name of Ghana high wherever we go. And though we're leaving, I hope that in London for the next few years, with such a huge Ghanaian diaspora, that we will remain very connected, and not only through the footballers who play in the English Premier League, but through the whole of the diaspora there. And we look forward, Mr. President, to welcoming you on your first official trip, and I very much hope, humbly, to be included somewhere in the program to be able to say hello to you in London. Mr. President, thank you very much. Thank you for our close working relationship, and thank you for all that we've achieved together between Ghana and the UK. We will always be the closest of close friends. Thank you.
So, Mr. High Commissioner, yeah, a day has to come. A lot of people in Ghana will be very sad about today. You've had such a big impact on our lives here. Diplomat who never shed to speak his mind, an unusual kind of diplomat. Because usually with diplomats, I know very well, the foreign minister, it's very Delphic. The expressions, that is not your style. And I think Ghanaians came to appreciate your style. Many of the controversies that you were in are controversies that go to the root of what we're trying to do here as a people. And so to that extent, you made a very important contribution to our national life and development. And we're all very appreciative of that. The country from which you come is well known to us. We're not the first Europeans we came across. The Portuguese had that honor. But right from the 17th century up to now, 18th century, Captain James arrived here at Jamestown. We have been closely involved through the period of slavery, through the period of colonialism and imperialism, and then post-independent Ghana. I think the measure of how all of us have assimilated this relationship is the excellent relations that we have today. That despite all that went in the past, we have made up our mind that you are an important country for us. We're still our largest trading partner. We've had a lot of help from your country in critical areas of our national life, in our education, teaching, especially with the education of our women and our children, our health service. These are all areas where we have fortunately had need for help, and your country has not hesitated in stepping in to help. And we're hoping that Mrs. May and her government will find themselves on a strong and even keel very soon. But you find your to say hello to her when you go back. She has a good friend in me and in our country. We're wishing her well, especially this tricky time you have now, having to negotiate your exit from the European Union. Hopefully it's going to be done in such a way that both Europe and yourselves will be satisfied that divorce has been. There are divorces that take place equitably and equably and amicably and allow both parties to walk away from the marriage, not feeling too bitter with each other. And we're hoping that will be one of the type of divorces that you have. It's important for us because of our relations with both Europe and yourselves. Our economic relations are heavily centered there. So the way in which it will be configured is going to be of direct relevance for us. We hope the best for you, and that the negotiations will go well. Always welcome. Hopefully we're going to see you here again. Apart from seeing you in London, we will see you here again. People will miss the controversial British High Commissioner. There's going to be a big gap in our lives here, not to have you around. But wish you best of luck. I know you're going back to London for a year or two, and I'm sure you'll be posted away somewhere again. In Ghana and in myself personally, and leaders of this government, you have very good friends. People who will always treasure their relationship with you. And hopefully that friendship will survive your going away from us officially. And we will see you there and here again. The very best of luck to you. And God bless you.